This man is locked in the bathroom of a sailboat. Seeing a huge freighter crashing ahead of him, in a panic, he threw out a rope. The rope quickly wrapped around the propeller, but the next moment, the powerful power instantly tightened the cable. The rope back to death strangled his neck. Jack couldn't breathe. In panic, he grabbed an iron hook. He pushed the rope upward with all his strength. Luckily, Jack broke free. The sailboat then collided with the cargo ship. Fortunately, there were no fatalities, but the sailboat was badly damaged and started taking in water. As the course changed, Jack lost the chance to call the cargo ship for help. Just as he felt hopeless, the rope on the propeller snapped. The sailboat began moving again, but Jack had been trapped in the bathroom for over 10 hours. Suddenly, he heard a noise outside. Jack thought someone was there. He begged through the door to be let out, but what he didn't know was that this was an unmanned ghost ship. At that moment, the sea is rising as fast as the eye can see. Jack panicked. He got a glass and kept pouring water out the window. It was useless. The bathroom slowly filled with water. Even worse, the sailboat was heading into a storm. In the hurricane, the boat shook like a leaf on a river. Jack finds a razor blade and stretches out the window to cut the sail's cable. In a few moments, his fingers are bloodied by the blade. Finally, the sails came down. Exhausted, Jack passed out. When he woke up, the storm was over, but the water had risen to his neck. Seeing that the toilet was about to become a coffin, he took a deep breath and dived into the water, kicking the door with his feet again and again. Just as he was about to give up, he felt the lock loosen. Jack turned the handle and slammed the door open. He rushed onto the deck and breathed in air greedily. The ship looked like it would be sinking before long. After calming down, Jack made a small lifeboat. Then he took enough water and food and sat in the boat to wait for the ship to sink. But one day and one night passed. The sailboat was still floating. With one last hope, Jack returned to the boat. He found a submersible pump, connected the wires and pipes, and threw it into the cabin, so that when it was energized, the water could be drained out of the cabin. He then proceeded to refurbish the wrecked hull. Undeterred, Jack continues to try to radio the outside world, but there is still no answer. Suddenly, a cargo ship appeared in the distance. Jack is overjoyed and jumps into the sea, rowing his homemade boat towards the freighter. But after less than 100 meters, something strange happened. The sailboat turned by itself. It rushed toward him. Jack looked back and saw the unmanned sailboat following him and was scared out of his wits. And with this delay, the life-saving freighter had already sailed off into the distance, but Jack was too scared to get on board. He stayed in the water for hours. Suddenly he felt something under his feet. Jack's first thought was that he'd met a shark. Just as he was peeing in fear, a couple of behemoths surfaced. It was a group of playful dolphins. Jack felt relieved. Suddenly the dolphins seemed to realize what was going on and turned around and swam away. Jack turned around. The ghostly sailboat was back again. It seemed to be calling him on board. Now Jack was sure it was a ghost ship, but the cold sea water is too much for him to bear, so he had to get on the sailboat again. Jack turned on a flashlight and checked his surroundings. After making sure that no one was there, he found a quilt and covered himself with it and fell asleep.